Right, welcome to my 1.3 million on NES Tetris. This has basically no kill screen play. It is the fastest paced game I've pretty much ever played. It was nearly a personal best into transition. It was off by about a Tetris. And also, it achieves one of the earliest known maxouts right at the end of level 23. Now, early game is pretty much what you would expect. It's efficient, it gets over 650,000 before transition, all set up for a monster of a play. But to deliver that monster of a play is much more difficult than it seems. Level 19, you cannot play as aggressive as you can on level 18, which is the level you're currently seeing. At this level, I'm mostly using dash. I'm very rarely using tap on any of these pieces just because I don't want to tap a whole lot throughout the game. I like to limit it. I'm not good at dash by any means, it's just easy enough to survive with dash on 18, and then 19 I switch to tapping. I do tap on 18 sometimes, but it's only when I'm extremely high, like here. I had to tap that bar over, because I'm no good at those last second taps. I don't know how to time those correctly. There's also a little bit of an error with the score calculation for this, so my end score will say D19, but I assume this will be counted as a D18. This is because of a glitch that happened in the main menu. When I started up the game, so it was on the demo screen, and when I started up the game, the demo screen was clearing a line. So after I placed my first piece, what actually happened is that it added a line plus pushdown points to my score. So my actual score that you're seeing is 771 points higher than it would have been had I started a normal time. So realistically, even though it says I've taken 2 burns, I've only actually taken 1. And my actual score at the moment would be about 254. No, not 251,000. Sorry, I'm a bit stupid there. We're still playing a very high level of efficiency. We were forced to take a triple there, but that's because our stack was pretty much not manageable. I think I solved that in a very good way. I could have gone for the left, but I decided not to. I'm not going to risk anything, take another burn, and there's another Tetris. If I'm looking for a particularly high-paced game, I'll ideally want 300,000 at 60 lines. So with this score here, I must have had 300,000 at 58 lines, which is very good for my standard. You can't realistically get much higher than that. Shifted that square over, created a little bit of a spire, and that's to avoid creating a line dependency, which is good because the line comes, and then the next line I could use to fill that, but instead I'm going to burn that in a very nice way. Very good skim there. And I just need the L piece, which I do get. I hang that to create a space for the S piece to tuck in. I get the S piece, get the J piece for the left, and again we're in a situation where I have to take a triple. I do not really trust myself to do the types of burns where you lay a J or L piece, because then you need a specific piece to burn it on the right. Sometimes that piece will be a T, sometimes you'll need another L or J. It depends how your setup is and where your line is being completed. All of these strategies, essentially, I've employed to try and get more consistent. I haven't really delved into the competition side of Tetris. The only 2 people I've gone against in competitions are Dan and Luis, but they were on a very casual basis, and Luis swept me, so that's not a very good look. I play the safe option here and build on top. Now, what I'm actually going to do here is set up for a Tetris. This is probably the riskiest thing I do in the entire game. You'll soon see that my 19 play was very clean, and that's mostly due to very fortunate RNG. I don't remember whether this was a 100 bar game, but I do know that the bars came exactly when I needed them in most cases. We're approaching transition, 15 lines away, and we've already got a score of 611,000. If I had 611,000 into transition, I'd still be very happy, and I still would have PB'd on this game by a decent margin, because this actually beats my previous personal best by, I believe, 80,000 points. That's crazy to me. And I actually nearly mess up my board before transition. You see I've got two dependencies, but that one gets filled, and then the other one gets filled. So I'm a little bit lucky there. I think I get a mini drought before transition. I got a weird notification there. And there we go, transition at 681,000. I believe my best transitions on an 18 start are all in the 690s. I think 696 might be my best one. So I've already gotten a Tetris at transition, gotten another Tetris. Very clean stack here, there's no burns. Much like the 1.2 video if you saw that. Very good decision with the J there, it sets up the stack very nicely. I decide to play aggressive, don't go for the delayed burn, and it works out because I get a T for that spot. Get a nice square, and then it's at this point I realised, hey, I have 800 into level 21. This might be a very good game. At this point, I'm just trying to stack as cleanly as possible. I know what kind of pace I'm shooting for, and I'm thinking, yes, this could be my second 1.2. And then I pause. I don't remember why I paused. Again, I paused like twice during this thing. It wasn't to calm nerves, because the nerves don't set in until level 23. Now, when I see that I have 916,000 and then 945 into 23, oh no, I'm starting to panic. That probably wasn't the best spot for that piece, but it does end up working out. And look at that, I am one Tetris away from a max out. Now, here's the deal. I'm at 176 and 180 lines, and we have maxed out. Because my score is more than 1 million at 180 lines, this actually counts as a level 23 max out, which is an extremely early max out that a lot of players just don't get because you need very good stacking and RNG for that, and I was fortunate enough in this game to get both. You'll also see that my lines are the most common piece. That's usually a sign that you're having a very lucky game. So this actually might be a 100 bar game, I'm not sure. I don't keep track of whether I get 100 bar games or not. As you can see, beautiful tuck there, and boom, we've got a 1.1 already on 25, and we're heading into 26. And I am shaking like hell. I'm being called into the other room, but I know I have to keep playing the game. A line would fill that, and it does. So instead of taking 2 burns, we put the line in there, but then I have to take a burn. Oh no, I'm getting slightly droughted. Take a double there. Again, I'm trying to play things a little bit safer than I would be because, again, I'm panicking. One misdrop and I die, and this has happened to me several times, even on just max out pace. I freak out, I make one misplacement, and I fail. Now, this is deadly here. I hate level 27. But, you know, I do the things I need to get uncovered, and, yeah, we get slightly droughted once again. See, I managed to uncover that, I get one for the left, stacking up really high, I get a desperate tap to the left, and boom, there we go. Now, I tried to set up for a killscreen Tetris, but I don't think I would have landed it. Because it would have been 5 high, and while I'm shaking, I'm probably not going to get that. So there's your 1.3. I forgot where I 1.2'd at, it was probably somewhere in 27. And there you go. This would be a D18 300, no, 200? A D18 260, I think. And there's the game. Do I plan to improve the score? I mean, if it's possible. You'll find that nobody's actually gotten a 1.4 into killscreen before, so I'm either going to have to seriously learn how to do killscreen, or I'm going to have to get even better luck than I did on this one. Because again, we got nearly 100 bars on this game. I think we had 98. So there you go, a game with really good stacking, really good RNG, and even though I was nervous as hell, I managed to hold it together for this score right here. We'll see you in the next one if somehow I manage to beat this phenomenon of a score.